being kidnapped. Help.
Everybody go see this movie. That was going to be an angry rant. No, go see this movie. So, what are we revealing?
This new Scream movie.
Scream 2022.
I know how to English.
Scream 2022. So, yeah.
Or you can also call it Scream 5.
CM Punk shirt right here, guys.
Pikachu.
Oh, fuck it. Alright, well, this review won't be that long because the spoiler review would be a little longer. But we'll do that in a couple days. But we're going to review what our thoughts were about Scream 2022, going into it and coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Going into it, I was really happy, but I was also nervous. And I came out being sad and happy.
I went into it a little skeptical because, like, you know, there's still that little bit of trauma from Scream 3.
It's not that bad of a movie.
It's
not that bad. I mean, it's my least.
I'm already seeing the hate comments on this video.
It's not a bad movie. It could have been better. It's not a bad movie.
It's still the worst Scream movie.
It's my least favorite. It's not that bad. There are some things I like about it, but yeah. You want to talk about a worst movie ever? Watch Jeepers Creepers 3.
Fair point.
That was a fucking terrible movie.
Yeah, never watch that movie. We'll talk about that movie another time.
I'm never watching that again. But anyways.
We'll talk about that movie another time, though.
Let's just talk about this one.
And coming out of it, I was actually pleasantly surprised. That was a very good movie.
That was a really good movie. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. Its story, to be honest, is probably the best story in my opinion. I think it's got one of the most interesting stories ever. And its casting.
Yeah, it's got a strong
I love its
story.
cast. This is probably the best cast I've ever seen, if you don't count Scream 1. Because Scream 1 does have a classic cast. But I think at this one, it did a little better with its casting. I love some of its characters.
And I'm going to say this already. I fell in love with one of the characters.
Oh, the lesbian character?
Yeah.
Well, there's some sex things in this movie.
I mean, of course, it's a Scream movie.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't there be
Of
sex?
course, you get Neve Campbell, David Arquette, and Courtney Cox in this movie.
Yep, they're back.
They're back. And I'm not going to say any more about them. But you'll wait for the spoiler review.
Let's talk about the cast.
Dewey in this movie is by far my favorite Dewey of all the movies. He's just so dark. And he's kind of a hermit.
Don't spoil anymore.
No. Like you saw in the trailers, like, he looks like a hermit.
He does look like a hermit.
He's so dark.
Old Ben style.
I'm not gonna go into detail why he's so dark, but you're gonna love his character when you go into this movie. I especially love that girl who played Sam. I think that was her name, Sam.
Yeah, that was
and Jenna Ortega's in this movie. I love Jenna Ortega.
That was Melissa Barrera. I hope I'm saying that right. Melissa Barrera. Let's see if she's done any other movies.
She probably hasn't.
She probably has. I don't know.
I don't
know. She has. She did a show, I think, called Vita. She was in The Heights.
Oh, cool.
Did a show called Tanto Amor. I have a terrible Spanish accent. Most of these are Spanish movies, and I have a terrible Spanish accent.
Okay, well, let's not go into that. We'll talk about that in our review for actors.
Go watch those movies. I've never seen them, but go watch them anyway.
But what do you think about Scream 5? Is it like your favorite, or maybe like in the middle, or is it like down below?
It's up towards the top. It's not my favorite, though. Scream 1 is still my favorite.
I can understand that. It is a classic. But in my opinion, it's my favorite.
You suck. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You suck.
Yeah, guys. I like Scream 2022 more than the first one. Fight me.
I am already fighting.
I think this movie did way better.
I bet they're already fighting you in the comments.
I don't really care. I still love the original, but I think this movie is a little better in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though.
Let's talk about some of the other cast members.
So if I was gonna give it a star rating, I would definitely give us a 5-star rating. Go see this movie.
All right.
And
you want to talk about some of the cast?
No, we don't have enough time. We'll talk about that in another video.
Okay.
And then for my rating, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I don't fucking care. I'm giving it that. And then if I was Rotten Tomatoes, I would give it. I don't want to go high. It's not a perfect movie.
You don't want to go high.
Yo, fuck, I'm giving 98%. That's me. What about you?
Alright, if I were to give it a star rating, I'd probably give it like a 4.9 stars.
But your rating?
A rating, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. I did see some small issues, but we'll talk about that in the next review.
We'll talk about it in spoilers. And
if I were to rank it as Rotten Tomatoes, I'd probably put it around a 93. Because it's definitely deserves a lot.
Alright, well, that is our review, guys. Definitely go see Scream.
I'm going to be wearing a different jacket in the next review.
Bye-bye!